I tried posting this video yesterday, but I was doing too much. Um, but there was a young lady that commented under one of my videos about being a light. And so, to make a long story short, you just need to resolve within yourself that it is what it is and you are who you are. We can't, change who we are and say, Lord, I don't want the skin that I'm in. I don't want these features. I don't want this personality quirk or this talent. I don't want any of it. I want to give it back to you. It's not going to happen. He created you the way that you are for a purpose. It's by divine design, right? And so there's nothing you can do about who you are. And when it comes to, family members, friends, coworkers, just, giving you a hard time about those things, you may have been bullied growing up, like many of us, right? You have to set healthy boundaries. You have to have tough skin. And you just have to just walk in the authority that God has given you. When you know your identity in Christ, when you know why you're here on this earth, when you know what your purpose is, it kind of, it helps you to keep going, and it helps you to fight past the reproach of men, right? And the reproach of men means their faces, their disdain for you, their disposition towards you, their tactics that they use to try to, bring you down, try to humble you, right? The only person that can humble us is God the Father and ourselves. It is our responsibility to humble ourselves. He doesn't want you to walk around in false humility, right? Meaning like, oh, I'm not who I am. Oh no, I'm just a, just girl. That was nothing. He doesn't want us to do that. Like, you are talented, you are beautiful, like, thank you, and keep it pushing. But a lot of people will misconstrue your godly confidence with arrogance. They don't like the fact that you're comfortable with who you are. And I mentioned the other day in the video that you can't be friends with people that have low self-esteem or that are insecure. It's the truth. Unfortunately, in my personal life, have tried to befriend people that, may have been struggling in their identity or struggling with low self-esteem, struggling with insecurities, but it always ended up them resenting me or having secret animosity towards me, silently competing, comparing, and contrasting themselves against me. And that relationship always ended up in a negative place, or I've had to separate and walk away. You have to, at minimum, like yourself. Yes, we have things about ourselves that can improve, that can be tweaked, some things that are not beneficial to our life's purpose, our goals. There are things that we can adjust, but at the core of who you are, if you are struggling with who God created you to be, you're going to have a hard time being around me, because I'm going to be everything that I am supposed to be. I'm not going to shrink, or let me not say this, or let me not do this around them because I don't want them to think that I'm trying to outdo them. Or you can't be around people where you have to walk on eggshells. Well, I don't want them to feel away if I'm all of me, right? That's what I mean by that. And not saying you can't have a relationship, they just can't be in close proximity to you. They can't be a close friend. You have to love people from a distance. You have to put up boundaries with certain people that are struggling with their identity. And, especially if you're a giving person and you want the best for everybody, nothing you do or say will ever be sufficient, because they have to recognize it for themselves. They have to know within themselves that this is who I am. This is who the Lord created me to be. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. You can try to pump and prime, exhort, encourage, and try to edify as much as possible, but that person, those people have to believe it within themselves, right? So yeah, I just needed to redo this video because I know I was being really silly yesterday, and I wanted to make sure that I hit all of the key points regarding being a bright light. Like, when you have a bright light, you can't even try to dim it yourself. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. If God chose you, you have to walk in that, right? So yeah, just keep being beautiful inside and out. Keep being who you are, and allow the Lord to connect you with the right people that are going to love you for who you are, and that are not going to secretly, dislike you or try to compete with you because whatever, right? Yeah, so I hope this blessed you. Take care, and I'll be back soon.